Today is December 3rd. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today at the Big Book, we're going to continue our journey through Chapter 10 to Employers. We'll be reading page 138. At the 12 and 12, we'll be continuing Tradition 7. We'll be reading the first half of page 162. And we'll read the 24 hours a day and daily reflection. So with that, hope y'all are doing well this morning, my friends. Got a big old smile on my face. I got a giant cup of coffee in my Ninja Turtles mug. Life is good. It's a blessing to be alive today and sober. So with that, let's get to the good stuff. Out of the Big Book, we're on Chapter 10 to Employers. We'll be reading page 138. Here, for instance, is a typical example. An officer of one of the largest banking institutions in America knows I no longer drink. One day he told me about an executive of the same bank who, from his description, was undoubtedly alcoholic. This seemed to me like an opportunity to be helpful. So I spent 2 hours talking about alcoholism, the malady, and described the symptoms and results as well as I could. His comment was, very interesting. But I'm sure this man's done drinking. He's just returned from a 3-month leave of absence. He's taken a cure, looks fine. And to clinch the matter, the board of directors told him that this was his last chance. The only answer I could make was that if the man followed the usual pattern, he would go on an even bigger bust than ever. I felt this was inevitable and wondered if the bank was doing the man an injustice. Why not bring him into contact with some of our alcoholic crowd? He might have a chance. I pointed out that I had had nothing to drink whatever for 3 years, and this in the face of difficulties that would have made 9 out of 10 men drink their heads off. Why not at least afford him an opportunity to hear my story? "Oh no," said my friend. "This chap is either through with liquor or he's minus a job. If he has your willpower and guts, he'll make the grade." I wanted to throw my hands up in discouragement, for I saw that I had failed to help my banker friend understand. He simply could not believe that this brother executive suffered from a serious illness. And there was nothing to do but wait. Out of the 12 and 12, we're on Tradition 7. Every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. First half of page 162. In this connection, Bill likes to tell the following pointed story. He explains that when Jack Alexander's Saturday Evening Post piece broke in 1941, thousands of frantic letters from distraught alcoholics and their families hit the Foundation letterbox in New York. Our office staff, Bill says, consisted of 2 people, one devoted secretary and myself. How could this landslide of appeals be met? We'd have to have some more full-time help, that was sure. So we asked the AA groups for voluntary contributions. Would they send us $1 a member a year? Otherwise, this heartbreaking mail would have to go unanswered. "24 hours a day, December 3rd. AA thought for the day. There is some alcoholic thought, conscious or unconscious, that comes before every slip. As long as we live, we must be on the lookout for such thoughts and guard against them. In fact, our AA training is mostly to prepare us, to make us ready to recognize such thoughts at once and to reject them at once. The slip comes when we allow such thoughts to remain in our minds, even before we actually go through the motions of lifting the glass to our lips. The AA program is largely one of mental training. How well is my mind prepared? Meditation for the day. Fret not your mind with puzzles that you cannot solve. The solutions may never be shown to you until you've left this life. The loss of dear ones, the inequality of life, and many of the other puzzling things may not be known to you until you reach the life beyond. I have yet many things to say unto you, but you cannot bear them now. Only, step by step, stage by stage, can you proceed in your journey into greater knowledge and understanding. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be content that things I see now darkly will someday be made clear. I pray that I may have faith that someday I will see face to face. Daily Reflection, December 3rd. In all our affairs. We try to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 106. I find that carrying the message of recovery to other alcoholics is easy because it helps me to stay sober and provides me with a sense of well-being about my own recovery. The hard part is practicing these principles in all my affairs. It's important that I share the benefits I receive from AA, especially at home. Doesn't my family deserve the same patience, tolerance, and understanding that I so readily give to the alcoholic? When reviewing my day, I try to ask, did I have a chance to be a friend today and miss it? Did I have a chance to rise above a nasty situation and avoid it? Did I have a chance to say, I'm sorry, and refuse to? Just as I ask God for help with my alcoholism each day, I ask for help in extending my recovery to include all situations and all people. All right, that concludes today's reading, my friends, and some beautiful stuff. Golly, I say that every time, but it really is. There's always something I get out of these readings. But real quick, the 24 hours a day, the meditation part, fret not your mind with puzzles that you cannot solve. The solutions may never be shown to you until you have left this life. The lost dear ones, the inequality of life, the many other puzzling things may not be known to you until you reach the life beyond. You know, I was told one time to ask myself 3 questions when I'm stressed out. Am I focusing on the past, the present, or the future? That's 1. 2, am I focusing on what I have or what I'm missing? And then 3, am I focusing on what I can control or what I cannot control? And this reading kind of reminds me of that last one. There's a lot of things that happen in this world that I have no answer for. I don't know why these things happen. Only God knows. And I can either spend all my time thinking about that, trying to come up with an answer, or I can focus on the things I can control, the things I do have, instead of the things I'm missing, and the present. December 3rd. Today, I can focus on that. How can I work the program today? How can I view the world of awe and wonder today? How can I express my gratitude to my higher power today? So I'll be thinking about that. And as soon as I get done recording this one, I'm going to find a way to express it. But that's enough of my random rambling for one day, guys. As always, I don't speak on behalf of AA or NA or Al-Anon. I'm not a professional narrator, obviously. I'm just a friend in this lifeboat of recovery, and I am so grateful you're here with me. If we're given another set of 24 hours, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.